I created this Trinity Bible study for one of my closest Jehovah Witness friends. As a fundamental Baptist myself, my Jehovah Witness friends kept telling me that we as Baptists got most of our Trinity verses out of the New Testament, and that the Old Testament doesn't teach Trinity at all. So with that in mind, let's find out if the Bible teaches Trinity by comparing both the Old and the New Testament Bible scriptures.
Okay, the Father has us in His protected hands. I thought this was really interesting. John 10:29 says, "My Father, which gave them me, is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand." So, very clearly that we are in the hand of the Father, okay, and that no one is ever going to be able to take us out of His hand. Okay, that is something I absolutely believe, that once we are in His hands, we are not ever going to be able to be plucked out. No one can ever take us out of His hands. We know in Isaiah 43:13, it double substantiates this in the Old Testament. Ye before the day was I am He. Okay? Yea, before the day was I am He. We're going back to that I am He again. And there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it? So, again, we are in the Father's hands. None can deliver out of my hand. Nobody could ever take us out of the Father's hands. Okay, we are in His hands, and we're only in His hands. No one else's. The Son has us in His protected hands. John 10:28. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. So we have a problem again with the non-Trinitarian belief. We have us in the hands of Jesus. We also have us in the hands of the Father. So we're sitting in two groups of hands, but yet clearly that doesn't make sense. Why doesn't it just simply make more sense that we're in God's hands? And when Jesus says you're in my hands, that means that we are in the same hands, okay, that it's talking about in the Old Testament in Isaiah, okay, and the same hands that it's talking about in John 10:29. Why? Again, I go back to, it's so hard for me or anybody to believe in the non-Trinitarian teaching when you really get into it and you really understand that these verses are saying that we're in the Father's hands. We're in Jesus' hands. Now we got this, well, whose hands are we in? And then it's just too hard to understand that when the Bible constantly teaches over and over and over that there's only one God. It's just too hard to understand.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to watch the next video explaining the examples of the Old and New Testament Trinity verses.